They have the double sentinel setup that we were talking about a little bit with the chamber and the Sage. So Sage is able to block off a lot of map control on this site, and I like what Sage can do, maneuvering around the A site, using her wall to block off maze, using her wall to block off close near the orb, or even if you're playing mid, right, using it to block off tube. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. We got the A take coming out for the attacker's side. Two members of the defenders are ready for this, and two are rotating in. Yep.
Yeah, instantly, Jake. They are responsive immediately. So they are gonna opt for Wavy to kind of hold, and I'm gonna call him Chewy's. Chewy's just absolutely decimated Jericho there, and now Gion is gonna fall to Dane.
Yep.
So far, this push is not looking good for the CSL Pink guys, and Virtue finally comes in and gets one of his own, shutting down Chewy's, but they still got 3 people on the side, Jake.
Yeah, maybe a little bit over aggressive on the low health to hop on the rope, but it's not going to matter because Jello is going to take out RV, who was contending with the flank, and Sam cleans up the last 2 in maze. Very nice round from the attack from the defenders. They only dropped 1 player. Both their sentinels getting the first 2 picks. That's what you want to see out of the defense, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The unfortunate part, and hopefully this isn't the theme of the attacking side, but they kind of pushed into A with no map control and just kind of stayed there. They never really advanced, and they just got sandwiched. And so they're definitely gonna have to completely dedicate to the push if they want to do that.
We see the same smoke that had been coming in, but Sam with a headshot, and the Marshall is ringing out once again. Sam so clean with it already.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, Virtue just not being too dynamic on that Viper, he's going to be throwing that same Viper cloud smoke onto rafters, and it's just going to get pretty predictable.
Yeah.
What I would have liked to have seen is maybe Virtue looking up that setup that he played against earlier today and incorporating that into this game right now, but
yeah, that would have been interesting. But right now the Sage wall had come out, blocked left side of the A site. It's Sam getting the tag, I believe, through the wall. Players are very low pushing onto the site now. And Virtue's got some space. Is he going to be able to plant? It looks like he'll get the plant off.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
And Dane's just going to clean it all up. Virtue gets 1, but that's all he can get. Sam with the 3K on the round. And that's a very nice bonus. So in this upcoming round, we're going to have a full buy coming out from the side of CSL Pink, and just a bonus round from Lucky Cat Gaming, which is pretty normal. I like to see it, right? If you win your bonus round, it really gives you a very big economic boost going into the entirety of the half, right? And it forces the other team onto a save. So that can be very scary, very dangerous, but we're going to see how it plays out.
Chewy's trying to take early long B control here, just trying to deny any access. And
wow.
They know that there's someone there, but Toro with a beautiful headshot onto Sam, getting that opening pick that they desperately needed here.
Yep, the Molotov is going to force Dane out of position. And he's got to retreat to the back site. He's already under fire.
And this is where they really need to be able to push into the rest of the site, because if they're just held here, the rotates are going to come in, and it's already coming in, right?
Yeah, there's a flank. Well, they were considering the flank, but not going to go for it.
Yeah, and not sure what Chewy's is
nice
doing.
frag back site.
Yeah, Chewy's needs to get back into this, because look at how long it's taken him to rotate. It's taking quite a while, and RV finally finding Wavy. Jello with a beautiful trade onto him to somewhat equalize things, and Virtue, beautiful shot. onto Chewy's, and that's the round. There we go. That's what they needed to do. As long as they don't take too long, Jake, they can take that A site.
Yeah. Well, they were going against inferior weapons at that moment. This is going to be the real test, the true gun round. So we'll have to see what happens. It does look like they want to take A again, but this is going to be tougher as they're going to be pushing into the op, right? Sam has been so clean on the Marshall so far. Let's see if he can continue his good work on the op.
Yeah, that op is going to be deadly. So we'll see. So maybe now that smoke is finally going to go ahead and deny some access to Sam on that op, and it actually is working. He is pushing a little wide from it.
Yeah.
So he is exposed, but he's willing to take the risk. So far, already a costly round.
Yeah.
Jericho going down really early.
Yeah, going down that early is really going to hurt his team's chances, who now need to push into the A site against all the Sage utility, slowing them down, blocking them off. Sova's drone is tagging them up. I mean, this is just scary.
It's scary, but yeah, again, they're not taking map control, and they're just kind of sitting by Labyrinth, just kind of waiting, and again, just nobody's moving. This is so disciplined from both teams to not make any moves, to make any mistakes here.
And Chewy's is working his way up mid. He's got a deep alarm bot on B, so they don't have to worry about it whatsoever. Is this fight gonna go the way of the attacker defender? It actually doesn't go either way. They're both gonna defend their lives and just play for the ult, but Virtue gets taken down.
Dane, what a shot to deny the Viper spit.
It's all on RV. Can he take a 1v4? It doesn't seem like he can.
No, he's not against this team. Lucky Cat is definitely looking pretty strong here, and again, you know, you can't go down 5v4. That was like 15 seconds into the round, right, Jake? And
yeah,
if that's gonna be what's happening, then this attacking side is gonna be pretty hard on them.
And this is Chewy's did the same thing on the pistol round. He took out Jericho first. Jericho, you know, the chamber, we talked about this. If he's going to be getting a lot of value out of his kit, he needs to be getting kills. That's what Chamber does. He gets kills. And so far, Chewy's has been able to do it. Jericho has not yet, I don't think, recorded a single kill. But this is yet another buy round, so it's going to be a really good chance for CSL Pink to start to make this a competitive half.
Yeah, and they're slowing it down here, and that's the right move, right? If this is how you want to play it slow from the start, default, get some info, and then make your move. So we are seeing the side of Casual Pink start moving up towards mid. They are looking to see if it's going to be contested, and Wavy is sitting tucked and waiting. The question is he going to be able to come up ramp? And now they know, right? He knows there's someone in tube.
On the other side, B main has a deep trap set up by Chewy's, so they know there's no one pushing as long as the chamber for the attack just decides to stay there. He's waiting for the aggression, but he doesn't know about the trip.
And the noise that they've made has caused a bit of a rotate, but they rotated right back, and they card RV falling asleep at the wheel there a bit in Labyrinth, and that would have been huge for them to take the A side, but now they know, right? The utility came out, the Viper walls are up, and the question is, can they find the room to really plant the bomb? And we're finally getting the spike down. Arrows come out.
Well, they're allowed to plant, but Dane is already up on site. They've got one. Sam gets the kill. Jello traded out, though. Oh, Virtue gets two. That's so good.
Huge. And he gets the third onto Chewy.
Wow.
And the third and the fourth onto Wavy. What a round by Virtue there. That was beautifully played. Didn't overextend, didn't overpeak. And he's going to get the round for his team.
Yeah, that was exactly what they needed to win this round because there was not a whole lot of other win conditions for them, right? They had the bomb down, but it was they were a man down and they were not in the best positions to protect the bomb, but it all works out because Virtue hits his shots. This time he's orbing mid, which allows them for more lurk potential, and you can see Chewy's is not ready to set up that deep B trip that he's been using, so it's looking good for the setup on attack so far.
Yeah, and you know, a little bit of luck as well, right? Because for once, Chewy's doesn't have that that flank, that deep trap into B long, and look at where the attackers are heading right now. They definitely want to test their luck on this B site, and the side of Lucky Cat is just playing it very passively. They almost want to go for a retake if they do go B. So lurk smoke is going to come out mid. Gives them a little bit of info. There is someone watching it.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while for this bomb to rejoin team. All 5 are in B main, and it does look like they want to push this. Wavy's got the smoke and the molly to deny default plant, so it's going to be really tough for them to get in there because the whole defensive team is already rotating out around this.
Yeah, but the molly did come out, I feel like a little bit too early from the side of Wavy, but the molly does go down and so does the spike, and so now we're on to a 5v5 retake here. So this is going to be an intense round, right? But somehow Sam finds an opening. Gian is just kind of out in the open. Nobody's really supporting him in that position, and great molly by Virtue to kind of stop the defuse, but it's not good enough, and the wall comes out to deny the molly. Tane and Chewy's getting one of their own, and then Wavy just holding for his teammate is going to go ahead and get the successful retake. What a retake, Jake.
Very clean. The first frag on the side of John was, you know, he's low health and he knows it's a 5v5. If he peeks it out and he gets a pick, it makes it so much easier to defend the bomb, but he instead goes down. And really, that's one of my problems with Reyna, right? If Reyna doesn't take the peek, they get no value out of their util. They have basically no util to get value out of. And if they do get the pick, or if they do take the peek, then they don't get any value unless they win the fight. So it's a very difficult situation. Chewy's going again for the deep trip, and the Recon's not going to spot out Jericho, who's playing around this, as the rest of his team is pushing A. And this is pretty much their default setup, right? Having Jericho lurk and the rest of the team push A. They're going to get the site, it seems, despite for Dane's wall. And he's gonna deny 2. Can he get 3? Yes, he can.
What a shot by Dane there. Just absolutely mopping up casual pinks as they just walk into their deaths. Absolutely catastrophic on that push there. Did not work out at all. They didn't even get a pick, but as I say that, Jericho does go ahead and find Dane. He gets one, and that's all they're getting off of that. Pretty tough. That was a buy round from them, so not sure what happened there. They got the wall down, right, Jake? So I just don't know why they don't go for the plant and play post plants there instead.
Yeah, well, so I think Dane actually got his wall on the left side of A site, right, which forced the rest of the team to have to wrap through maze, and Dane cleans up 2 of them. They're only on pistols, but most important in my mind is the fact that that B trip from Chewy's has not gone down. He's about to place it here, we can see, right? He places this every round, and it gives them so much info because as much as Jericho tries to lurk, it doesn't matter if they don't take out the alarm bot.
Wow, and great teleport there by Chewy to not get caught out, but at the same time, we are seeing members of Casual Paint go down. Jello had a great pick on the other side of the map. Or I'm sorry, by the T side of the attackers. Not looking too good on this push either, huh, Jake?
Not so much. Chewy's is playing it so well. He's getting the info, he's teleporting out, and he's winning the fights. Like, just everything you would want from your Chamber. That's exactly what Chamber has to do. Now,
absolutely.
The win condition for the attackers is for Jericho to pop off with this ult, right? They need to peek him, which they are too disciplined to do right now. The defenders are just waiting, right?
Yeah,
they know. They've got one watching mid, so if they rotate, they know. If they don't rotate, then they're just sitting there, and Jericho gets the trade, but is that going to be enough in this round? I don't know.
I don't think so. And they have Rez, and Dane is already contemplating it, but Wavy
Spike down B.
takes Virtue out, and they take each other out. Wow, that is actually hilarious. Getting the Vipers, the Viper Molly there, taking out Wavy. So this is still down to the 3v1, and this should be very, very winnable here.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, it's going to be so hard to plant this, and Sam just has the sight line. It's too easy for him.
Yeah, that, yeah, Casual Pink struggling very, very hard to get this bomb down right now, to get this spike down, and we can see it, right? They're just getting shut down almost instantly, and going back to what you were saying, Jake, that's exactly what you want from your Sentinels. Getting the info, they're living, and they're getting the picks, right?
Yeah, that's what makes this double Sentinel defense so difficult, right? You have Sage just slowing you down so badly on A, and then you have all the info being taken by Chamber on B. It's just, and then Sam taking the early picks, he's not losing them. It's looking very strong. Oh my god.
Oh, but look at this, the Jet dashes in. Tora trying to make something happen. Sam denies him though. Gion going absolutely nuclear with that Sheriff. Does get 2 RVs there to help him out. But Chewy's is holding that angle, and he does go ahead and get Gion now. RV needs to win a 1v2 on practically a thread of life here.
Yeah.
He does hear them though. And now it's slowing down a bit, but
he's got them both looking the wrong way. But now they know. 48,
and
5 HP left.
The pick.
And he's against the op. He just needs to not get hit by the first shot, and it's almost a guaranteed win for him. But he's gonna run away instead. Take the bomb, take your chances to get the post plant, and Sam's gonna take a rifle because he knows, right, that there's 1 HP on RV, or rather 5 HP. But that basically equates to 1 in this game, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a slither of health here, and I'm a little bit surprised. I think that RV had the advantage in that situation, right? He knows that he has an op, and he has a Spectre. So, you know, I don't know, but this is definitely the smarter move for sure, without a doubt. But the question is, will RV be able to win it? He does have his ult, and he's clearly going to be playing for it here in just a bit.
Yeah.
But
RV having full util as well as the ult does play into his decision to go for the other site, right? To go for the post plant. That's what Sova's so good at here. He's gonna just Sam.
Oh no!
Wait.
Oh, and RV almost. He tries to pre-fire. He gets the dink, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to win that round. So close, Jake. So close.
Sam, I think the positioning was not ideal. In fact, if he drones first, right? If he takes first contact with the drone, I think that game is that round is all but over. But instead, he goes for the ult first, which makes it just gives away his position and makes it too easy for Sam to push up onto him. So unlucky, but it was a nice attempt. And now we're going to be 7-2 for the side of Lucky Cat Gaming.
Yeah, you know, it's not, I don't even think it was luck. I think it was just a bit of a misplay. And yeah, you're absolutely right. If he decides to drone instead of ulting there, he, for sure, it's a different round. He almost wins it. Sam, though, trying to go for that early pick, isn't going to get it, and instead walks right into the crosshairs of Tora, who does shut him down. And that's huge because Sam has been an absolute menace with that object, getting those first picks.
A great play, but now they're going to have to contend with Wavy in this pit. This Viper's pit, he gets 1. And the rest of the team has to back off because it's just too intimidating to get in there.
Yeah, and it's better to cut your losses here, right? You lost 1, don't fight into the Viper's ult. You still technically have the advantage in a 4v4.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
But it does look like they want to go back into this, right?
Yeah.
They are going to have Sova recon start in just a moment, and they're going to use it. Back a sight, it's not going to catch anybody.
No. Yeah, them reconsidering this push is interesting, but it could be costly as well. And oh, Dane. For some reason, I got mistaken. That's his teammate. I thought for a second someone walked right past him, but Tora is getting dangerously close though, and now he sees the barrel, and this time he does catch the player on the other side, and Wavy getting a frag right back, but Virtue does find Dane and denies the res, and it's down to the 3v2. As I said that it's down to the 2v2, now down to the 1v1. Wow. My goodness, can't even catch my breath. And Chewies, with a very, very, very well lined up shot, is going to win the round.
Yeah, these last 2 rounds are coming down so close to the wire, right? 2 1v1s that are very winnable for the side of CSL Pink, but they're unable to close it out because honestly, I think Lucky Cat are just positioned too well, right? Like, I love that Viper's pit, right, on the right side of site, even though it gives the attackers space to plant the bomb. It makes it so obvious where they're planting the bomb, and you can see the shock darts rain in, the recons come in, and Dane overextended just a little bit, not expecting another one to be in the corner there when he peeked out to go for the res, but it turns out it didn't really matter.
No, not at all. And we're seeing that deep trap, and Toro just wasn't able to catch Chewy slacking there, and that's just so unfortunate because that would have been a huge opening. Instead it goes the other way. Lucky Cat Gaming up, and it's just that is unlucky. That is truly unlucky, but maybe they can still catch Chewy's messing around with these jumps, and could be costly. He tries to spray through it and he gets punished by Jericho. Great shot by Jericho there to punish Chewy's, just like I was saying. And now the rotates are coming in, Jake.
Honestly, I think that spray was maybe not advisable to go for that at that moment, but it's okay because he's going to be res back up. At the same time, Wavy gets one and is traded off, but the bomb is not planted.
Yeah, again.
4v3.
Again, Jake, we're seeing them get onto the site, and they just kind of sit there, and it's costing them these rounds. Jello, beautiful shot.
The way Sam maneuvered around the site, drawing the attention to allow Jello to get the pick, and then Sam gets the second to last here. They know where Reyna is, and he's taken out summarily.
It's almost like the mid call in these rounds, or the casual Pink side, is falling apart. We see them take that B site, and then there's almost like no communication, no teamwork once that moment happens.
Right.
And on the other side, we see Lucky Cat Gaming responding not only immediately, but very well, right? They got the rotates there. They're not overextending to get fights with the attackers. They're just playing the site so well by Lucky Cat Gaming.
And this is the last round of the half, but the attackers have 4 ultimates online. 2 are already being used. We're going to have to see how the last 2 get used. Right, and I think maybe the most important will be the Viper's pit. If they can get the bomb down, the attacker Viper pit will be so strong in the post plant. Right now...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Right now, the attacker team has taken control of 2, but they're losing the first pick to Chewies. He's just too good with this op right now.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. I was just about to mention the movement going on in mid, and they're trying to work it, but they're not getting any openings. This is just so well played by Lucky Cat Gaming. Look at how much they're giving up in terms of map space, but they're so ready for the response to it. And so, again, you know, Chewy's just being an absolute menace on that B side is holding it down.
Yeah.
And what do we see,
attackers? We're seeing the attackers group up, right? Coming towards A. Right. They're gonna have to contend with this Viper's wall and Jet on the off. So let's see what happens.
They're being forced to that A site, and Lucky Cat Gaming is gonna be so ready for this. And here comes the push. Can they take someone out? And Sam takes out Tora. Gion taking out Wavy though, but is it going to be enough? There's 15 seconds and the Viper Spit does come out, but there comes Sam trying to make something happen, but Jello from the flank, from behind, sprays down through the Viper's Pit and gets 3. What a beautiful first half from Lucky Cat Gaming, Jake.
That was so good. You saw Sam with the Bucky, or I'm sorry, the Shorty, right? And then Jello on the other side. As soon as they hear the plant, both go in and pinch the 2, right? And it's just impossible to get both kills on both sides of you as you try to plant the bomb. Like, that Viper's Pit basically amounted to nothing because the game plan for Lucky Cat Gaming was so good.
Yeah, no, what, like they're playing, and this is what I said. This is what I had a feeling about that. Lucky Cat Gaming might be playing a slight tier above Casual Paint. The
Right.
teamwork is obviously there, right? That was a coordinated push, and look at the result. Easy 3K. That could have turned into a mess, but instead it's shut down immediately. More excitingly, let's see what they got on this attacker side. So we are seeing the Sova drone come out early to clear out long B. They know there's two on site now. They have that info, but instead they're moving towards A. They're hoping to fake this B side out. And they do hear the
Jericho's
rotation.
already used up his teleport, and they're gonna know there's two on B. And it does look like they're going to rotate away because Chewy's and Viper have gotten so far up on site, but Chewy's is overwhelmed, two peeking him at once.
Oh,
Wavy is on the wall. I don't know if that's on purpose or accident.
it was an accident. That was so unfortunate because he was just about to kill Sam up in heaven, but instead, or sorry, yeah, he's going to kill Tora up in heaven, but instead it doesn't work out.
He's still able to get one though, and he stays alive. So this is very strong post plant, 4v4.
Or is being denied that access to the back half of the side, and they're being forced to funnel in. But now Tora's trying to make something happen in midair with that right click classic, and well, it's not going to amount to anything.
Yeah, it just shows how strong the wall is on pistol round. You either have to commit to knifing it or literally spend like 2 clips, you know, shooting that thing down. It's just a monolith. And then on the other side, you have Sam just killing everybody as they run around because they can't go onto the right side of site. They have to go into Sam, and he grinds them down.
Yeah, an absolute terror. And Sam has been playing absolutely well. He is top ranking the server, 17 and 5 right now. Absolutely dominant performance by Sam so far. And we are seeing a quick take on the A side, and there's just no time to react. RV luckily gets one. Sam gets a second one for his troubles, and this round is all but over. But Virtue does get one back of his own. Beautiful, nice little Sheriff one tap. Question is anybody else going to overextend here, Jake? And I don't think so.
No, I doubt it. They're going to be able to retrieve this Spectre, but a Spectre is all they'll get. They have a Marshal in the hands of Jericho, and they're going to have to peek right into Sam. He gets one already. Oh
my goodness, he juked him out for a bit. I thought we were going to see a knife there for a second, Jake.
Yeah, that would have been a little BM, but instead they're going to BM the corpse. So it's match point, 12-2. This is going to be a comeback of epic proportions if we see it go through. Yeah, I don't know if they have a game plan coming into this round. The attackers, right? They don't need much of a game plan. They know they're against a broken buy. Sam has his knives. He's gonna go quickly, I believe, onto this B site, but the defenders are ready with a Molotov to slow it down.
Yeah, and Sam not even buying a gun. He's just so confident they're gonna close this out right here. And the question is, are they gonna be able to? Sam is so ready for this peak, but he looks away at the wrong time. Chewy's does go ahead and get Jericho anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Shout out to Lincoln Park. RV does get one though on Wavy. So he's equalized this to a 4v4. Sam has taken quite a lot of damage here, but they do have the rifles.
I mean, Sam has his knives, and he's opting not to use them, instead using the Sheriff, which is interesting. Tap comes through.
RV getting another one. Gion and Tor to clean it up, and there we go. Casual Pink finally getting another round on the board here, making it just a little bit closer to a tie, but quite a ways to go, if I do say so myself, for overtime. But
yeah, I think I think that Lucky Cat decided not to buy, or at least they didn't spend all the money that they could have on that round, and they didn't even use the jet ult that they could have used. But that's okay. It does look like we're gonna have to take a quick technical pause. as one player has dropped but reconnected. So I think we should be all good. As we just wait for the timer to come back. But yeah, it's been some great play from Sam. They weren't able to hold on to the post plant there, but
yeah, I mean,
demonic ritual is going to inspire some better gameplay. Let's see.
Let's see. I mean, yeah, this is a pretty dreadful situation if you're Casual Pink, but there is still another map in our series, so let's hope they could still get a little bit more going here. So going into that second map, they don't feel as deterred, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so far nothing really going on, no action on any parts of the map just yet. Just very slow gameplay. Casual Pink just not trying to find any info early on. They're kind of scared, and honestly, I don't blame them, but whether they're ready or not, here they come. Lucky Cat Gaming trying to push into this A site is going to go ahead and get shut down by Tora. Beautiful stop by him, and now they know Chewy somehow gets that kill, does get away, but that is a huge kill, and Dane gets another one onto Tora. This defense is starting to fall apart, Jake. Not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, it's a 4v3 retake now. The three defenders having to force their way onto site. Left side of site is walled off yet again, which has been so strong for them. This post plan is going to be really difficult as Chewy's and Dane swing. They get the kills. RB gets one, but he's traded out, and that will be the last frag of the half to conclude the game 13-3.